The next bit I'm going to show you is I've started doing around this area of the nose here. So if you look closely at the picture, there's some orangey yellow undertones and then some lighter, more sienna brown areas over the top. So all I've done here is add a very, very light layer of yellow to start with, and you can blend a little bit more of that in. Then I added a very soft area of orange, which you can work into this area here as well. So I'm hardly touching the page, I'm just naturally just letting the tones blend into each other. Just get my picture back up. So you want to try and get as close as you can to the colours, but you don't want to be too over the top, so you've got to just do it slightly in layers until you get the vibrancy that you want. So I'm just adding a little bit more and a little bit more as I go along, and I've noticed now that I need to go back in where this is called sienna brown. Okay, I'll just show you on there, sienna brown. So it's more of a nutmeg browny red tone, and just add in some of those slightly darker areas that you can see around the bottom of the nose here. Okay, and blend those in, nice small marks. And there's a little bit of that colour around the nose here. I've also done these side areas here, so observe the colours and the tones carefully. There's a black, a dark brown, an orange and a sienna brown all mixed into that area there. So you might not have all of those pencil crayons, but if you've got a black and a brown, then you can use that and blend those together. So I'm just going to make sure here as well, just a little bit of definition on the nose. And if you look at the picture, if I just show you, you can't see it very well, sorry, on my phone, but down here on the bridge of the nose, just to add a bit of definition on the image, there are some sort of very light yellowy highlights, and that just tells you where the nose starts to become a bit more 3D. And then a very light amount of that sienna brown, because it goes quite pinky, so we'll add that in a minute. So I've just added a little bit of that sienna brown, and then I'm going to get my lighter pink and just use a scrap piece of paper. I've been testing out my colours, so I'm just going to make sure I've got a soft edge on there. And just very, very lightly add a little bit of surface area to those tones. There's a little bit under his eye here. Okay, and as you can see, as you carry on building up those tones, George Floyd will start to a little bit more realistic as you're going along. Just going to work around this bit of the nose here. Maybe yellowy tones, so I'm going to add that back in. Also, don't forget you can use your white just to blend things together a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go back to this area here now, and the lips. So as you can see from the image, if you're looking closely, it's almost like a greeny yellow tone. I don't have the right green, I need a lime green for that really, and I don't have it, so I'm not going to add that green in because it's too dark, okay? If you look at the image, it's more of a limey, yellowy green, which I don't have, so I'm just going to use this yellow. So I recommend you do the same because it would be quite difficult to blend that dark green in. If you've got a light lime green, great, you can use that and you can blend that together. I'm just going to give it a little bit of surface area so it just takes away that white paper, but not too much. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the orangey colour, just so it's not so harsh and dark. Oh, sorry, light on the page. Right. Just around the edge there, where you've got the more shadowy. So if you haven't got that limey green colour, you can just use a little bit of orange just to do the same thing. It adds that slightly darker tone. Onto the face. Okay, have a go at that section there.